Hey y'all, it's Shannon. So I wanted to come at you with a part 2 of my gold leaf, silver leaf, composition leaf haul. I don't know. I'm just going to be really awkward. And this is basically the variegated leaf, which I really love and think is so pretty. And there's several places I want to order from online. And there's just some really beautiful variegated leaf out there. I will try, and I don't know if you can leave like AliExpress links in the description box where I got some of this stuff, because I got some from AliExpress, some from eBay, and so not sure if I can do that, but I'll try. And there's also some places that for me are kind of what I would call wish lists of variegated leaf. If I remember, I'll leave those as well. There's some on AliExpress, and then like W&B and McCullum Interiors and NNI and some of those places, if I remember, because I have like the memory, at least for stuff like this. I'm not necessarily going to remember, but if I don't, someone remind me in the comment section, and I will go back and relink it, or put links in the comments, or in the comment section, but in the description box. So, because I really do love buying and trying different kinds of leaf, and I've been doing gold and composition leafing more heavily in the last few months, but I've used it for several years as accents, and then probably dabbled with it for a lot longer, whether that's for like nail art or, like I said, accents in like pieces and stuff. I don't know, like a long time, I feel like several years. But I'm in no way, shape, or form an expert. I'm just going to give you that caveat right now. So, you know. And then I do have some sample pieces of things I've done lately with gold leaf, so I'll show those too. But first, let's get to the exciting stuff, the variegated leaf, because I'm really, really excited about that. I really love it, and I'm not going to lie, there's in all likelihood, at some point in the future, probably several months down the road, there's going to be a part 3, or I'll probably just call it a haul or whatever. But there is several colors I have in my basket on AliExpress that I really, really want to get. I'm just kind of hoping there will be like another super sale, because I got the other stuff like super duper on sale. And it's not that the price isn't bad, it's extremely excellent. If you want to get into gold leaf, there are several factories, I guess that's what they say they are. I don't know, but given the prices of them, I'm sort of not disagreeing with that, I guess. So, because the price on them is really, really good. So back to variegated leaf. So I got this from AliExpress, and I wrote down 3 books, variegated leaf, 25 sheets each. I bought 25 sheets in these versus I think almost all the solid sheets I bought were 100. So part of that is the variegated leaf is more expensive to make, and even that, it wasn't that expensive. I want to say these were like between $6 and $8 a piece, which is really good. If you buy variegated leaf in the US from a lot of places, you're looking at $15 to $25 depending on what it is. W&B is probably one of the ones I really want to buy from. I haven't found anywhere that makes anything even remotely close to what they make. The way they make it, I think they're one of the last US manufacturers, if they are not the last US manufacturer of gold leaf and composition leaf in the US. They're the oldest, and it is absolutely gorgeous, some of what they have and can do, and I really want to buy it, even though it's like $27 for 25 leaves. I think it's well worth the money. I just have to figure out what I want to do with it, because I don't want to purchase until I know what I want to do with it. It's not like this where it's like $6 and I can buy like 2 or 3 at a time and it's okay. So this is the red swirl. I really think these are just so pretty. And you can find all different kinds of sellers online that sell these. AliExpress for me was the best deal. Sometimes eBay is cheaper. You can catch them on auctions. But for me, at the time I bought these, AliExpress was definitely the best place. And you can find these on Amazon. If you really want 2-day Prime shipping, there are a couple of places that sell them that way. So this is the blue-green version. I believe that's what they call this. of the swirl. I quite dig that. I actually kind of have an idea of what I may use some of this for. My problem is see, I'm getting to the point where I really don't have that many kinds of variegated, because I have maybe 3 or 4 other kinds besides this, what I've purchased. But I tend to be like really frugal with this because it is more expensive. Someone was like, just a little bear, just a little bear. You know what I mean? But I probably shouldn't do that. I probably should just use it and enjoy it, because I do think it's so beautiful. It just gives me like a great joy to use. And clearly my AC is running because it's trying to flip this over for me. But that is yeah, this is a red one. I will call this red variegated. I don't see a particular pattern on this. That doesn't mean anything. So those are the 3 I got that are from AliExpress, and they come in booklets, which it just is so much easier to use. The booklets are so much easier to use than the loose leaf sheets, like the 100 loose leaf sheets, particularly that 14 by 14 size like this. The books are so much easier to use. The loose leaf sheets can be, well, I'll show you. Well, and as you have seen in the previous, if you watch my other haul video, I was like, you'll know, like it kind of curled up on me. So this is 2 more sets of variegated leaf. One is a 50-piece set, and it is loose leaf, and the other is, I think it's also 50. One of these I got from eBay. I got a heck of a steal of a deal. So it's in a booklet. Oh, this is a book too. But you know, I have a few that are loose, and that happens when you ship. You know, it does. It's a part of life. Especially this stuff. Like you can see how delicate that is. That's like a blue-green version, and then this. I absolutely love this one a lot. You see all that? Man, that's a red. They have this striping in a blue that I really would like to get, but I just haven't. Again, sometimes for me it's just about waiting for that price to be where I want it to be at, / have the money available to spend on that. Oh, you know what? I think this might have been what I got from eBay. That all might be from AliExpress. I think. Maybe. I'm pretty sure this is the one from eBay that I got. I got a deal on this because I got it at an auction and no one else bid on it. Thank you for not bidding on it, by the way, whoever. Anyone else clearly didn't know about this, didn't buy, didn't bid. They do have this stuff on eBay. You want to price check between eBay, AliExpress, and some of the other online retailers. So just to, you know, see if you're getting the best deal. This is the blue-green version of, yep, you're gonna do that. So that's the one side. I'm trying to show you the really pretty side. It's just, oh, the ultra delicate. Oh God. Yep, she's coming down. Okay, so I'll just show you this side, like, cause she's ripping. So it's very, very pretty. Hold it down for you. Love it. Love it. So when I bought this from this seller, they actually sold it as 45, but I messaged them and I asked, he's like, is it 45? And he's like, no, it's 50, but he's like, there seems to almost always be at least 5 damaged in shipping, and it is a book, as you can see, is sealed together. And it was packaged really well, and this person is like a regular seller on eBay, I believe. They have like stuff regularly. Oh! Alexa, cancel. I've got to go. I'm in the midst of baking. Sorry, y'all. I'll be back in a minute. You won't even know I'm gone. And we're back. Sorry, I had to take a baking break. So, okay, so I don't recall if I showed this in my last video, but this is the Taiwanese imitation variegated gold. 100 sheets of this. This is like not in a book. It's clearly here. This piece here is already, as you can see, that's really beautiful. 2 shades of kind of gold and copper. Really, really pretty. I've used, I think, a couple of sheets of this in some various projects just as like accents and stuff. But this is that Taiwanese gold in that 14 by 14 size. It's so curly. Look at this. Look at this. Look. So, and I'm sure a good portion of it, I'm sure some of it is user error, but it's all like that, and I've tried lots of other brands. So part of it is just that these are loose leaf. I'm fairly certain that's part of it. If not, someone will correct me, hopefully correct me down in the comment section below. Ooh, I'm covered. I'm sparkly now. So I really like these. I love the Taiwanese because you can get them in all different colors and shades and sizes and stuff. I definitely like a lot of the 8x8 sizes. I think they just work really well for application. I'm going to have to vacuum this whole place when we're done. So anyways, I really enjoy those. I love the variegated leaf. I think they're so beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, so these are not variegated leaves, but just to show you some pieces I've done lately with the composition leafing. So I'm not done with this yet. Here, I'll hold it back here so you can see it. So it's really pretty. I did a pheasant. I'm not sure if you can see that. So the background I did with a combination of champagne silver and champagne gold, and I also did like Envirotex. So I did resin, a clear resin, and I tinted it, and then I drew on top of it with a white, not a Montana, a Molotow with a very fine point. I picked that up, I think, when I was in DC. I really liked it. That it's so fine tip is really nice. I kind of want to add another layer of the Envirotex on top, but I'm debating about whether or not to color it in any further. I don't know. So I just really, like, it's just one of those things. Like, have you ever done that where you're like, I'm usually in the middle of a few things, and I just kind of like am in debate. So I leave it alone until, like, I don't know, like inspiration shakes me, or until I decide, like, I kind of feel almost like this piece is done, but I really kind of want to add other layers of white, like additional layers of white. Like, I kind of in my mind almost want to add another layer of resin and then add some additional details to the bird, and then in white, and then leave this one as it is so that it pushes it more towards the background. I don't know. And then I also thought about covering everything in black, like all the surrounding areas, and letting this show through so that it looked really beautiful and pop. But part of me is also like, wow, it looks so pretty. I don't really want to cover the background. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. Any suggestions would be much appreciated. Any thoughts? That's fine. Next one I really think is cool. I will tell you, I got wet when I went to the farmer's market, so it's all smudged and smeared. But I really do think the gold leaf on these can turn out really pretty, and good way to like market yourself. It stands out, it's super shiny, and I just had a lot of fun making these little logos for the different like social media things. And then this is last but not least, this is my newest thing I finished. I think I've shown a picture before where I did like a tulip on a piece of paper, and then I covered in gold leaf all the different kinds. So this is like 5 different kinds of gold leaf too as well, and I put this on a cutting board. So what I did with that is I gessoed the base of this, and I went through and I outlined the shape I was looking for, and I did some and I just colored the base outside of the flower, and then I went through and I did lots and lots and lots of layers of this tulip, what I hope looks kind of like a tulip vaguely, and then I added in lots and lots of gold leaf, which I had a whole lot of fun doing, and then I went and I added some additional color back on top just because to kind of crisp things up, if that makes sense. I should have, I feel like, probably taken my markers. I wish I had more fine tip markers, like fine point acrylic markers, like the 0.7 or small. I think the 0.7 is about the smallest, and it's super fine. I wish I had a couple of those, a couple more of those, because this is, I think this is like 0.7. You can see it's pretty fine. So I could have gone in here and crisped these edges up some, but I didn't have any and I couldn't find my other ones, so didn't do that. I would have liked to have that opportunity, but then I went back and I took and did 3 separate layers. I waited till it was almost, I did one, smoothed it out, torched it, did another, torched it, did a third. So there's 3 coats of food safe epoxy resin, and I signed down here at the very beginning before I started coating it. So it's really nice and smooth and flat, and yeah, and then yeah, so it's, I mean, so far it's worked out really well. I quite enjoy it, and yeah, I could probably make somebody cringe, but I was like, there is 3 layers of like food safe epoxy on top of this, so or food safe resin on top of this, so I am pretty comfortable using this, to be honest, that nothing's going to get through it. I really thought about potentially adding a 4th, but I don't know. We shall see. I might, but I mean, I've already been using it, and I think it turned out pretty well, really. So it was a cool way to make like a custom piece of art for myself that I also can use and has like application, which I don't know why. Like lately, I feel like I really like that. Like I like to see like pieces that are like have like an application in life in some way, shape, or form, but also look really beautiful. I don't know. I think a lot of people are like that, but this way I could do it in an affordable way versus like something that would cost like an ungodly amount of money, because some of those, like when you get into like, I don't know, custom cutting boards and custom pieces like that, like they could get really expensive really fast. So I think I did a video on how I did that, because I know I want to do some more of those for like Christmas presents and stuff for people. So hopefully that'll be going up in some point in the future. But we'll see. Who knows? That is all for this haul and show and tell. I guess that's what I'm going to call it. I don't know. / art update / whatever. So I hope you enjoyed it. Do me a huge favor, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. I hope you have a wonderful day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.